afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Danny Schooley. I'm from the Caring Place here in Hollywood, Florida. I'm a case manager here at the Caring Place. My journey was I went through the program 5 times. Um, my story is I grew up in a household with drugs and alcohol, was all around on a constant basis. And in life to me, that was normal. So I got sucked into the game. My mom was a crack addict. My dad was an alcoholic. So I got sucked in the game at a young age. At 25, I cried out to God and he brought me to the Caring Place. That was some years ago. But it took me a lot of times to settle down and to learn why I keep doing the things that I'm doing. So I ended up settling down and going through the program. Like I said, 5 times. The Caring Place offered me therapy for 2 years. My head was so hard and my heart was so hard that I had to go to therapy for 2 years. So they offered me that. I took that. Went through the discipleship alpha program, finished that, and then they offered me an intern position. So I was hesitant to take it because it's a field that I'm not familiar with. But I cried out to God and asked, to help me with this decision. And the decision was to stay. So I stayed and did an intern. And through the internship, the president of the organization, Mr. Valasuso, pulled me to the side and said, Danny, we got a beautiful university for you to go to online. So I said, let me do some research and think about it. And it was City Vision University. So I reached out to Miss Nancy. She gave me all the information. She was patient with me. I was hesitant to start the school. First time online education was like terrifying for me because I don't like looking behind a computer screen for a long period of time. So I talked to Nancy. She set me up. And then the first class I took vocational calling purpose of work. Took that course. I couldn't handle it. Then Mr. Easton kept reaching out to me. He was consistent. So I took the Wounded Warriors course. And through that course, it opened up my eyes to a lot of things, how to have balance in this field, how to deal with my emotions, how to have self-care. The class was put together pretty well, and it was a perfect time for that time of my life. So I learned and grown through that class. Mr. Eason, I still stay in contact with him on a constant basis. He's like, he encourages me throughout the process. And now I'm taking the vocational calling purpose of work. We're digging deep into the Odyssey. I think that's pretty neat how it opens up my eyes to these different surveys that I take to my different abilities and what I'm really like as a human being. And the Odyssey opens up my eyes to all different plans that I have. So through my process here at City Vision, it's been an amazing journey for me. I thank God I stepped out of that fear zone of online education. And it's helped me out tremendously throughout my walk here at the Caring Place. So I'm a case manager now. My days are very intense. I do devotions with the guys in the morning and also do groups with them in the afternoon and organize, the chapels and link people to services, do one-on-ones, give them mailbox lessons, go over scriptures with them, go over their care plan. So my day is very intensive. So going through City Vision gives me the tools that I need, I believe, to be a better case manager, to be a better, servant of God. And it's helped me out tremendously. And I thank God for the opportunity to go to be part of City Vision. And even though it's difficult for me because I have attention deficit disorder, it's difficult for me to sit still and focus. But the way the design of the program is and the patients that the professors portray to me and help me out speaks volumes to me and helps me out tremendously. My long-term vision professionally is to maybe have a house, a treatment center where people could come and get away. It's more of like a retreat, short term, long term. That's one of my big goals that I want to accomplish. But right now, I just want to get my addiction certificate and then eventually my AA in addiction studies. So I'm prepared, to deal with the students that come in and be prepared mentally and educationally how to deal with the students that come in. So it's been a beautiful journey so far. Moment by moment I live. I learned a lot throughout this process of going through the caring place. So imagine living with 300 men for 3 years and learning all the different emotions and then feeding another 400 people from the outside every day that come to the place you live and then learning the gospel throughout all that. So I thank God for Jesus, what he did for me, what he did for all of us, how he reconciled us. I live in an attitude of gratitude. I try to on a moment by moment basis that I learned through all the trial and error of me falling so many times and hitting my head and bouncing back. So I thank you for the opportunity for letting me share my testimony, and thank you, City Vision, for what you do for me and many others.